Hello, I am Mon43, coach of your Seattle Scarfers, and I am here with our Fierce Warrior League Season 9 Week 2 battle. We are going against Stee in the Huntsville Heracross. I actually need to pull up their team on the side there, so I got it when I call them out. Stee is the reigning champion of this league, and has like a totally imposing team, so I'm really nervous for this battle. It's going to be a tough one. I brought a pretty fun team, and I have some weaknesses I can exploit. It's just a matter of how well I do it, and how well he plays, because I think it's just going to be very skill based, and Steve is a great battler. I battled them multiple times. They always bring fun stuff, they always bring good stuff. I'm pretty sure I've lost them a couple times. I'm not 100% sure. But they're honestly a really great battler. They're the reigning champions for a reason. And they got a really imposing team, so this is going to be kind of a tough week. Stee's team is Zeraora, Rillaboom, Gengar, Seismitoad, Orbeetle, Gallade, Swellow, Magmortar, Jirachi, Frostmoth, Murkrow, and Comfey. This team is really spooky. Like, most notable fact, Zeraora and Rillaboom off the top. Both of those Pokemon are great physical attackers that my greatest physical wall Slowbro doesn't do anything in front of. He gets absolutely obliterated by both, making it really hard to bring Slowbro, especially with also like Gengar, and Seismitoad can probably decently wall it, and Jirachi could get a lot off in front of it. So like I had to, step one, I just had to throw Slowbro to the side. He rocked last week, just made it so Zygarde was worthless. Did a great job. Step aside, I got more Pokemon to step in. It was basically the gist with Slowbro this week, and their team. And just going down it, like, I just had to respond well to Jirachi, I had to respond well to Zeraora and Rillaboom. I kind of stacked those two together as his main threats. I also had to respond pretty well to Gengar, and I think I've done a pretty decent way with my prep. I just have to be a little careful. He also has stuff like Seismitoad. Seismitoad is his only fire resist, so Victini actually goes in if Seismitoad is out of the way. But Seismitoad is such a great Pokemon that it's not as easy as just get rid of it. It's gonna cause me some issues, I already know. Orbeetle's terrifying. It's good sticky wood pressure too. Swellow, he brought Swellow week 1, and offensive Swellows are kind of spooky. Specs Boom Burst, Guts Facade, off 125 speed is pretty spooky. Especially because my only faster Pokemon is Jolteon, and Jolteon doesn't have the best matchup here, unfortunately. And also Frostmoth. I have to be careful of Frostmoth. I don't want him setting up in front of me. Last week, I had a big weakness where 5 out of 6 of my Pokemon were specially based. So Frost Scales from Frostmoth that I think have special damage is like a real threat, especially if I prep like I did last week. I've changed up my prep, so it's not... I've dealt with that. But let's actually just get in front of our team. Sit in front of you. I don't think I have the fancy visuals yet. But, so they've been here the entire time. It's Birbs 2, Tornadus, our first picks, coming back again. It's such a fantastic pivot. Bringing U-turn and defog, more pivoting and hazard removal. As I mentioned, I have Victini on this. I mentioned Victini is very good against their team, so I have Victini on this team. And I'd rather keep, like, flipping Victini in without it being chunked out to rocks. That's the plan. Grass Knot to... chip on Seismitoad. I'm probably going to lead this, and if I can get a Grass Knot on like a Seismitoad lead, that would be perfect. I can then defog and U-turn and do whatever else I need to. And Air Slash for some stab. Does good damage against Rillaboom. It does decent damage across the board. Enough speed to outspeed Gengar, and the rest is in HP and defense, just so I can kind of switch in and get regenerator pivots off as much as possible. Next up, we have Drapion coming for his second week. We're bringing an Assault Vest set. I really like this Drapion. I almost didn't bring it, and then I was kind of looking down the line, and I'm like, I needed a spot. And then I realized another Pokemon that I was already going to bring did it perfectly, and I was like, I just need to fill something with, I don't know, like an Assault Vest Drapion. Wait a second, that works perfectly against this team, like amazingly well. We're bringing the Dual Stab and knock off Poison Jab, Stomping Tantrum over Earthquake because he has Rillaboom, so I want to do as much damage as possible without getting cut down by that grassy terrain. He has plenty of ground weaknesses. This coverage as is pretty like great across the board. And then Pursuit. This means Gengar does nothing to me. Gengar does nothing to me and gets Pursuit trapped, because this league lets the old moves in, which I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of a thing that you've been playing Draft League long enough that you may have gotten used to not having to worry about moves like Pursuit. So I might be able to even catch him by surprise. The attack investment is just a little extra above enough to guarantee one-shot Gengar. So this is a great Gengar trap. This is a great Jirachi trap. It does really, really well. Like, Gengar can't really touch it. Jirachi can't touch it. Orbeetle has issues with it. It does so well against this team. It's a decent Rillaboom switch in, even though I'm not running defense, but it has high natural defense, and if Rillaboom is like banded, I'm pretty sure we take like 3 Grassy Glides. So this it just works way too well. I'm so happy I'm bringing this Drapion set. I think it's gonna do wonders. Let me get my mouse off the screen. Next up, we're bringing somebody who wasn't there week 1. This is our team debut of Fort Kickass, our Palisade, bringing max HP, max defense, with a little special attack investment, Culver Berry, Water Compaction ability, Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Shore Up, and Stealth Rock. Its dual stab is solid. I mean, Ghost Stab is one of the hardest stabs to deal with in the game. It does really well against his team, especially. I can't hit Murkrow, but that's about it. That's all I'm worried about. Shore Up for some more sustain, and then Stealth Rocks. Then get rocks in the field. It hurts a non-heavy duty boots Frostmoth. It hurts Swellow. If he wants to bring like Specs, he can't bring heavy duty boots. It's good chip on Seismitoad. I don't remember the Grass Knot calc off the top of my head, but after Rocks, I believe it becomes a chance to Oko Seismitoad with Grass Knot from Tornadus. It's just really, really useful chip on this team. I don't know when I'll get it in. I'm not going to lead Rocks. I'm going to lead Tornadus. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But the main point of Palisade is to check Zeraora. If it's a special Zeraora, I don't think it has coverage. I actually don't think I checked into special Zeraoras. I'm just gonna do it. I'll double check that before the battle. But if it's a physical Zeraora, like I have a hunch you might want to bring a bulk up set. Palisade just comes in and walls it completely. The Culver Berry is there for knockoff on Zeraora. It makes it so it does like 20%, I'm pretty sure. And then afterwards it's doing like 30% with no item. So it's like, that's like a 4-hit KO. And Earth Power does like min 70%, not 700%. Yeah, it kills it 7 times over. Min about 70%. So this is just like my go-to switch into Zeraora. Zeraora's not there, or something wonky's going up. I can get rocks against one of his more bulky stuff. It's decent to Magmortar. It's decent to Rachi. If it's like an Iron Head flinch set, can't pair me with both Thunder Wave or Body Slam. And it'll have some really good use. So I'm really excited for Palisade to show its stuff, hopefully get some rocks up, and make the I don't know how to call Zeraora, the electric weasel. He's kind of like a weasel looking thing. Yeah, show him who's who. Who's gonna win, my Sandcastle or the Electric Weasel? Sandcastle all the way. Next up, we have Goop returning. We're bringing a pretty interesting physically defensive set with all physically offensive moves. When I was thinking about how I was going to check Rillaboom, my original plan was to bring Ferroseed. Ferroseed provides great hazards. I'd spread Toxics around. It's just incredibly bulky. Rillaboom did nothing to it. And so I thought that was a great bring, but when I was kind of going through it, Goop, I was planning on bringing like a gooey set so I could kind of mess with both Zeraora and Rillaboom, slow them down a little. But I'm like, I'm lucky that Showdown has the default ability sitting at Sap Sipper. I'm like, wait, that's a grass immunity. Rillaboom doesn't really do a lot to it. Like, it can hit me with a knockoff, but like, cool, I'm fine with that. If I switch into a grass type attack, I get an attack boost, and physical attacks against this team do wonders. So we're bringing the Rocky Helmet to get some more chip, max HP, max defense. Dragon Tail, Bulldoze, Power Whip, and Fire Punch. Dragon Tail is for something like a Calm Mind, Restore, or Beetle, something cheeky along those notes. I don't want that setting up for free. I'm just gonna go like next. Keep switching out. We're not gonna deal with you. Bulldoze, same thing all along. As to why I brought Stomping Tantrum on Shaky, but this time I'm doing kind of the gooey thing without bringing gooey, so I'm still lowering their speed. Power Whip, I have a hunch Seismitoad might be the response to this thing, and so Power Whip seems like kind of my best step forward. He might not be expecting it, he might expect me to have different coverage, he might like, oh, he needs an electric type move for Swellow or something. And that's kind of fair, but I couldn't bring it. This unfortunately doesn't get Ice Punch. It gets Thunder Punch and Fire Punch, but not Ice Punch, and that was the one I needed. But we're following up with Fire Punch too. This is for Frostmoth, Jirachi, Rillaboom, good coverage against it. This thing is just basically just to switch in, take whatever it needs to. If Rillaboom thinks it can fire off Grass type moves for free, I'm going to come in and get a free attack boost and then do like considerable damage. I'm not bringing much attack investment, but after a boost, this thing is still spooky. So that is Goodra. We have another Pokemon following it. This is their first week with us, and it is Betty the Clefable, bringing a special defensive set. Wish Teleport was like the key thing. Moonblast Flamethrower is also there, but I wanted that Wish Teleport, especially for something like Goop. For Victini, if it does get worn down by Stealth Rocks. This is just a good general switch into anything throwing out special attacks or attacks in general. Like, it'll still take a decent attack on the physical side. And I can come in, and then I can either Wish, then Teleport, or just Teleport out for free Victini switching. Because the key is get Victini in as much as possible. And this is what it is. It's unawares for like Calm Mind shenanigans, Bulk Up shenanigans, Jirachi Calm Mind shenanigans, Frostmoth Quiver Dances, all of those things, and bringing Moonblast and Flamethrower is pretty just general coverage. And Victini, I've already said that I'm bringing Victini like 15 times, so I'm not even gonna hype it up. Victini is coming. I'm bringing a really fun set with it, I'm pretty sure. We're bringing a mixed Scarf set. So we're Choice Scarf with V-Create. I really wanted to bring Band. I so wanted to bring Band, but I could not justify it. I was too worried about something like Swellow just showing up and running over me, Zeraora running over me, something along those lines, that I was like, I do need to bring this Scarf. I'm gonna be really sad if like there's a big V-Creator throw out there, and if I was banded it would die, but we're rocking this. We're going max speed Jolly to speed tie with a Scarf Jirachi if he decides to bring it. V-Create, Scorching Sands, Energy Ball, and U-Turn. All the attack investment is into V-Creates. Like, my job is just to fire up V-Creates as much as possible. The other coverage is for the two things that V-Create doesn't hit super effectively, or doesn't hit, hits not very effectively. Scorching Sands for Magmortar, and Energy Ball for Seismitoad. Energy Ball, I think, does like 80% to a defensive Seismitoad, which could be very, 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 very useful if I'm able to fire it off. So basically the name of the game is just kind of tank hits between Shaky for Kickass and Goop, keep everybody else healthy with Betty, and pivot into Victini as much as possible. So yeah, that's gonna be our team for this week 2 match. I look forward to getting into it. I think me and Steve are both a little short on time, so it might not be the most expertly played match, but we're still going to do our best, even if I'm kind of like going crazy right now. So I'll see you in the battle. And we are back. We are in the match with Steve. We see he brings the... what's it called? I already forgot its name. Zeraora, Seismitoad, Gengar, and Gallade, Comfey, and Swellow. So he does have Defog on Comfey. I did not bring Cobalion, so I don't threaten it super effectively. It's pretty good into Goop. Interesting that he brings Gallade. Fort Kickass actually does really well against Gallade. Shaky's really good into Gengar. Big notable problem is Seismitoad. I'm going to lead Birb like I normally do. We dropped the good like have fun. He responded with U2. Let's go. Already planned to lead Birb. Let's see, and he leads Swellow. Interesting. Let me drag my calculator over to the side to Swellow get something that's like super scary to Burb. Because unless he, like, if he Okos me... I forgot to upload my sets. Sorry, Steve, I'm going slow. I think my best order is just U-turn and defog, unless I die to like a Specs Boom Burst. That's my only fear. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna U-turn. And then Victini comes in. Yeah, okay, he U-turns too. Brings in Zera. How much does Zera Aura take to Victini? As I'm desperately trying to get my sets. Either that or Palisand comes in and clicks rocks. Actually, I think Palisand coming in and clicking rocks is just a better plan than just immediately threatening with Victini off the bat. Because he can click knockoff, but I don't particularly care. Yeah, sweet! Free rocks! Import my sets. Flick that on. There we go. This is a physical Swellow, which is good to know. I actually can't hit this with 4K cast, so I do have to switch. Probably into Burb. He is sub. Interesting. I can air slash on him now. Return does 41%. Okay. And the sub is broken. Is he sub again on my U-turn? Because I could U-turn here, but if he clicks sub, that's like good play. Or does he U-turn out himself? I'm gonna U-turn because I think I can just come back in. Round 2 this. This is an interesting 50-50 here. Actually, I can go into Goop. He doesn't have a Seismitoad, so Goop comes in. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna bring in Goop. Ooh, Natural Gift. That's interesting. Good thing I U-turned. And I think Dragon Tail's my best play here. I don't actually like hit this super effectively. Is that like Ice type? That's a heat set. How does Natural Gift work? User's berry. So it's holding a berry. Okay. So it gets boffed by rocks coming in. So Swellow doesn't have like much of a switch in anymore, which is really nice. Comfey comes in, so I can't Dragon Tail it out. I think I just go into Shaky and Knockoff here, or do I go into Victini? I don't think Victini really threatens this. Or I could go to Betty and just teleport. I think Burb is my best play here. Yeah, because he's going to defog, and then I just U-turn out. Get my HP back up. And then from here, we have a Comfey. That was... See, this is where I want Banded. Yeah, because Banded would kill. Banded would 110% kill. You can still bait the game Banded. Or I can go Victini and U-turn. I'm gonna go Victini and U-turn. Oh, he Calm Minds. He's a Calm Mindset. Neat. In that case, I just be great. Because you taking damage. Ow! Oh, that was a defensive Comfey I calced. That's good to know. Back into Bird for this thing. Yeah, he gets his own rocks. I click defog. He can do what he wants with that information. He stayed in. Interesting. He gets off my boots. And then I grass knot. Okay, real specially bulky. I defog again. Perfect. Fort Kickass comes in again. I eat my Culverberry. Ooh, bulky boy. So the Stealth Rocks come back up. And then I think we round to it with Birb. He U-turns, okay. He brings the Frog back in. He's a protect set. Interesting. I'm still gonna Grass Knot. Or I could U-turn here. U-turn's not the worst play. Then I go into like Betty. I want this thing gone. Okay, good. And I got the roll in my favor. I don't know what that roll was. Especially defensive, so I don't think did a lot. And then I click Air Slash here. Please don't miss. Thank you. Okay, there's Swellow gone. Swellow is actually spooky. Ginga. I think I just sack this thing, or no, I can switch into shaky here. If it's a sub Gengar, it's gonna be annoying, but it's like it does nothing to me. Yeah, so I just go into shaky, shaky, and it does nothing. Oh, its special defense drops sucks. He's Life Orb. Interesting. No, he's not Life Orb. I saw the Stealth Rocks damage and went crazy. Click Pursuit. This is what this thing is for. Being withdrawn. Sorry, buddy. Pursuit is legal in this. Hello, hello, hello. This is Futuremon. I had very, very noisy interruption, and due to just, privacy of the other person, I'm not going to, I cut out the phone call that they walked in talking on. And so you just get me, Futuremon! I'm sorry about that. Sorry I had to cut all this audio. It's going to be a little wonky there. But at this point, you're not missing a whole lot. Basically what happened here was I knocked off with Drapion knowing I would get Justified Boost because I was totally safe with Clefable going in the back. Steve was worried about getting 6-0'd. He kind of did like, I'm probably going to get 6-0'd. I sent him a frowny face and just like, and then supported him, like going like that Swellow set was heat because that Swellow set was really cool. Spoiler alert, does not go 6-0. I'm going to sack Shaky here. It's just safer than switching into Victini or Clefable. I knock off so he doesn't have an item. I recognize that I'm giving him Justified, but that's fine. I have Clefable in the back. He's unaware. You can boost your attack as much as possible. Clefable does not care. I did forget about Drain Punch. I was wanting the chip, but it's not the end of the world. Clefable I think takes like max 40% from a Zen Headbutt. Really nothing. And this is a special defensive Clefable. This Pokemon is so dumb. I was a little worried. I actually also had the option of going Victini here. Victini, I believe, took like 90% from a Shadow Sneak if it still had his Life Orb. But I thought Clefable was just a safer switch. I actually misclick here and click Flamethrower, which kind of scared me there for a second. I was really nervous. I'm like, wait, Moonblast isn't 2-hit KO if he has some bulk on him. I might have screwed myself over there. However, he doesn't have the bulk that I was worried about. Moonblast does KO, leaving him alone with Zeraora. I believe Zeraora's Life Orb, so I wasn't too worried about what Zeraora was going to do. It was a pretty easy switch into Victini. V-Create definitely kills from this range. At this point, all I have to do is click teleport, lose Betty to this Plasma Fist, go into Victini, via create is free, and he can't really do anything, and that is GG. We will be picking up this 4-0 against Steve in the Huddersfield Heracross. He does let me know afterwards. You'll see me typing to him. I'd given up on commentating at that point. He does let me know he actually prepped for the wrong team, which is really unfortunate. I feel bad for that, because that was a stompy battle. However, I think the team that I brought was just really, really hard for him to deal with, especially with Seismitoad down. I didn't actually do the work I wanted to do with Victini, but if I did, like, I could have done a lot more. So I think I had a lot more mobility with how I wanted to play my team. But I'm running out of video space. You'll see Past Mon is about to, the way of goodbye. And so I just wanted to say bye. Thank you for watching. This was week 2. I will see you in week 3. I'm moving this week, so I might not have a pretty week 3 for you, but we will see. I'm going to work on trying to get back into some art. I might not even have internet. Bye.